Let me say. And welcome, my darlings. It is Wednesday, and we're about to get some productivity. I can't speak. Let's start from the top, shall we? Hello, my darlings. We're gonna attempt to be productive. At least I am. Hope everybody's had a wonderful day so far, and made sure to be kind to oneself or yourself. That you made sure to be kind to yourself. Communication is difficult right now. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Morningstar. My brain is in full weekend mode since I have a 4-day weekend. So technically speaking, this is like a Friday for me. Hey, Tammy. So yeah, I'm very excited. My yearly staff party, big thing the company holds every year, is on Saturday. I'm hosting a pre-party, so I'm in full party preparation mood. Where it's kind of like a yearly company party, except they rent out a big venue or something. We are served food, we get entertainment, and then we get music and all the fun stuff. So we're doing that on Saturday, and I'm in prep mode. I'm in productive prep mode. So yeah, and I'm gonna start working on a new painting tonight. Why not? So yeah, actually, if I disappear from the sprints, during the sprints, from the camera, I will be working on my canvas over there, and then pop as soon as I hear the notification. So, hey Rita, let me see. It's a winter day here. I'm working on redrawing more floor plans. Ooh, exciting! That is very exciting. I love redesign, changing a home into even a more splendid of a vision. I love it. So yeah, I'm in a very good mood. And actually, it's been a long time since I've wanted to touch my pencils or my brushes, so I'm gonna be putting on base paint, a base of white on the front and back of my canvas, and doing something fun while I read over chapter 1 of book 2 to make sure that all the things are working nicely. So that is what I'm doing. 2 things: painting and reading my story. Super fun. Anyways, how about we start the first sprint of the night? I'm gonna start probably the first sprint by doing a base layer of paint on the back of the canvas. I'm testing for anyone that doesn't paint or does paint. I'm testing out putting a base white on both sides of the canvas to protect it, because I'm going to be working with a element that tends to warp the canvas because of its drying time, to make a textured painting. And for not to warp, I'm testing out painting it on both sides to see if that works. So yeah, very fun. Anyways, let's start first minute of the night. I changed the timer. We have inspiration for Neil Gaiman. So I'll see you guys in 25. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? And we are back. How did you do? How did you do? So, I'm doing some reading and I finished putting a base coat on my canvas on the back. So, yeah, now I just need that to dry so I can do the same thing on the other side while I do this work. So, we're going to do computer work. Do that while we do the I swear my brain is like oh well, I read and fix. So yeah, I'm kind of tempted though to work on the store. I want to add more products. I desperately want to add more products, but I need to do some reading first. So we're gonna try to do that. First part of the stream, we're gonna try to do that. But so yeah. But how did you do? Let me see. Tammy, those minutes flew. They did. They did. It feels like I just started. And 25 minutes have already flown by. Tammy, I'm trying to be ruthlessly cute. Cut sticky words. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on right now. I'm reading all the chapters and I'm trying to decrease the sticky words. Slow and steady. Let me see. Okay. Okay, yeah, Rita. It only took a few attempts, but I'm happy with the house plan. Lovely. I just need to make sure I have all the furniture needed in certain rooms. Measure, yeah. Be very thorough is my recommendation. Thorough. So nothing bites you in the ass. Then we have Heather. I cut some words and I'm going through my whole novel chapter by chapter. Yawn. And I'm just struggling with that one chapter. And let me see. Tammy, I have to end my editing early. I have six bags of mulch to spread. Ooh. You're being so productive. And we also, guard work isn't a necessary thing to do. Let me see, Melissa, I got home a little while ago. I'm having a snack and then hopping back into work. Just take your time, honey bun, take your time. We'll be here for the next 2.5 hours. So yeah. Lovely. Okay, we're gonna jump right back into the next sprint. I'm eager to continue the process. Booyah. So we're gonna jump right in because I want progress now, sooner rather than later. See you in 25. Hell yeah. We are back. How did you do? How did you do? I actually got distracted. Ben, I'm kind of busy talking to my lovelies. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I got a little distracted. I remembered as I was starting that I hadn't added the party playlist for Saturday onto my Spotify playlist or play account. So I was doing that, and the girl that my work colleague that did the playlist decided to go through her other playlists. So I've been rummaging through music the whole freaking time. So yeah, that it was what I was doing, and yeah, I just was doing that. But I promise, I need to get back to work. I think I'm just too, yeah, in a good mood. 4-day vacation. Anyways, let's focus. Let me see. Ooh, that we have. Okay, Melissa, making good progress on the work writing project that I enjoy. Oh, working on something you enjoy. We love that. We loved it. Let me see. But I need to focus on editing, reading and editing. I'm not focusing enough. No. So let me see. And Heather, you're still cutting the beast down. We like that as well. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a very good mood. First day of summer in 2 hours. Usually means people are having a lovely family time, doing activities together, stuff like that. So that's very lovely. So yeah, very exciting indeed. And I think I have found a niche. Sorry. Let me see, Monisa. Oh, our first day is in June. Right at your birthday, HK. Really? Yeah, summer, we celebrate, because summer is such a short time here in Iceland. Soon as it starts getting warm, so in April, we start prepping everything. So yeah, interesting. But the weather is already much warmer than it was 2 weeks ago, though. Okay, again. Ég kem eftir stuttastund, bíddu bara aðeins. I love sister. Instead of yelling, she just sends me messages through her phone. Like, hello? Is it me you looking for? Is that the longest day for us is on the 24th of June. The day before, no, 23rd of June. 2 days before my birthday. So that is also a celebration. So then we celebrate the longest day of the year. On the 23rd. It's called, here in Iceland, it's called Jónsmessunótt. The longest day of the summer. After that, it will start to get darker. So yeah, very fun. Very fun indeed. When it starts, it's like June 21st here. Well, I guess I'm back. I'm back from from my break. it was very nice to not stream or think about anything. Oh, first of summer is on solstice at your end? Yeah, no, that would be half the summer done already, so that wouldn't do. But besides, yeah, we kind of stick to like old traditions from the Viking era here, so most of these days are something that was created a very long time ago, so well, I like that idea. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just in a good mood. I'm gonna stop. Okay, we're gonna start the next sprint. I need to stand up and help my sister. I need to check if the paint is dry on the back so I can paint the front. And then I'm gonna try to focus on editing. Missy Monica, have you ever listened to Old English, HK? Can you understand it? For the most part, yeah. What I've heard, yes. But if you listen to old, ancient Icelandic, the versions of Icelandic, you kind of understand why. So, but yeah, Old English. It's very charming. It is very charming. I actually find them very fun to listen to. But yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. If you study ancient Icelandic, like the earliest versions of Icelandic, Icelandic is of course a mixture of a lot of things. Because we got people from Britain, we got people from Norway, Denmark, so all over the globe, or mostly from the Nordic countries and like England and places like that. So the language is kind of mixed slowly with time, but mainly of course influenced by Britain and the Nordic countries. But yeah, but you can definitely hear similarities. And since I understand ancient Icelandic, and the reason why many Icelanders understand like Norwegian are kind of to a point, probably the same reason. Morning to the lol. I'm Dana says I have Icelandic. Ooh, and Middle Eastern too. Melting pot. Of course, you are American. That's no wonder. If you consider how many countries went to America when it was first, the early stages of colonization. I know it's an ugly word, but it's a fact. Just imagining America is like a pizza, big pizza with all the toppings. That is the United States, a pizza with all the toppings. I think there isn't a place on this planet that doesn't have some essence in the States, because everybody's from everywhere. But yeah, it does not surprise me. And also, there was a big colony that moved from Iceland to the States, to America in the early time. And there are places in the United States that are Icelandic colonies where people hold fast to their heritage of being Icelandic. So you might actually be related to those Icelanders that moved from here to over there. We learn about them when they come in the news, and Icelandic celebration, like they celebrate Icelandic Independence Day, which I find awesome. I freaking awesome, because you hear them on the news and they have this strong American accent, but they're celebrating Icelandic Independence Day. Woo! I'm like, bro, oh. But yeah, let me see the pizza, little American pizza. They do like fairies. They do. Like little fairy houses. We love fairies. and like history and stories, and I a lot of my I used to love all the history and the stories we have with our magical history and folklore and myths. But yeah, we love that. Heather, so I'm English and Irish, and that's it. So I haven't gotten my DNA tested on where my basic heritage is. I know from basic genetics we have relations to Norway. I know I definitely have some more, but it probably Norway, then Denmark and England, maybe, maybe, but yeah, I think Heather, I kind of agree. I kind of have to do it. I'm very curious. I'm very curious. Most Icelanders though do have like a similar melting pot. It's usually Norway, Denmark, and maybe for something from Britain. That's usually the most common things. Even a little Swedish, but I know I have some heritage from Norway after a genetic research was done on my family because of our jaw and teeth. I even know the name of one of our Viking relatives, but Iceland is small after all. So, Melissa, we should do that. We should do a DNA test just to see. What is that? I'm tall too. I get that too, Melissa. 5'10". Yeah, like I'm 5'8", and I'm considered medium height. 5'8" and a medium height person. Like my sister is, let me see, if I'm 5'8", I think she's 6 feet. She's 180 centimeters or 182 centimeters. I think that's about 6 feet, I think. Or 5.9. Or I think she's 6 feet. I think that was the basic calculations. So I'm considered medium height here. For people, for most normal Icelanders. What? I didn't know you were so tall, Melissa. I figured you were the same height as me, Melissa. I was like, okay, she seems to be kind of similar proportions, height as me. I was like, huh. Okay, so we're kind of just the same. You're a little taller than me. Yeah, I'm 5'8", so 5'8" is medium. It's considered tall in the U.S. Yeah, I notice when I visit. Every time I've stopped in the U.S., I'm always reminded that I'm not medium. I'm actually considerably tall. Like when you get people that move here from around the world looking for a new and maybe a improved home, because Iceland is usually pretty calm and we don't have wars and stuff like that. And you get people from around the world, you kind of notice how tall you kind of are considered other places in the countries, because like we have been getting a lot of people moving here from Spanish speaking countries over the last 2 years, and they're usually they're not as tall as I am, so I feel like a giant. I'm like, I understand my sister. Now I see what she means. Because she's taller than me, but 5.5-ish. I used to wish I wasn't as tall when I was younger. It bugged the hell out of me, being towering over all my friends, because for some reason I seem to seek out friends from my since I was young that are like head shorter than me. So I'm usually in a group of girls and everybody's like to my shoulders, and I'm like towering over everybody like a light post.
Or maybe I was just envious of my little baby sister. Could be that. I ate too much to be short. Yeah, I loved fish. I was obsessed. Me and my baby sister, which is 3 years younger than me, and 6 feet. We were obsessed with fish as kids. So we used to eat like a lot of fish. We used to eat like the a strong Icelandic food, like it's called slátur, like it's called like haggis. It's very similar to Scottish haggis. We used to eat sheep hearts and livers. Was just fish, and that was our favorite food. I think that is kind of the reason why my generation here in Iceland is considerably tall compared to the generation that is now. But at least that's what I kind of tell. I love fish since I was a kid. I used to love fish until I built up an intolerance for it for some reason. I do like fish still, but I think it kind of makes me sick, even though I like it. I do nibble on it some, just the tiny amounts until my body says, we don't like you. My mom blames milk. Yeah, no. My, I don't agree with your mom. I would blame good food. Healthy good food. Let me see. Melissa, oh, we have strong storms suddenly popping up, heading to my area. I'm going to take my evening shower for the night safely. Yeah, definitely do that, Melissa. That is so healthy for your HK. I know. I think, like I said, I think the reason for I am as naturally strong as I am, I was always considered a very strong kid. I think it's mainly because of how much fish I ate, and a healthy beginning in life. Kind of always recommended for people that just eat healthy, especially in the beginning, and you're kind of set. But yeah, I kind of wish I could eat fish as much as I did, because that would make my life so much easier. Just survive on fish. Okay, we are gonna start the next sprint before I talk my own ears off. It might happen. You never know. You never know. I have so many stuff that I need to do. My hallway is a mess. A mess, I tell you. I'm trying not to look at it because it's distracting, and I'm trying to ignore it. No worries. It was interesting. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Yay! As long as it's interesting, that's the main thing. That's the main thing. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's start the next sprint and say where it takes us. Oh, you can only do one sprint, unfortunately. Oh, that's okay. At least you couldn't do one. Better than none. Let me see, Heather. Okay, I just want to be done with this chapter. Ha! Okay, I'm gonna try to finish the little task that was bugging me and continue with the read through, which have not gone far with because I keep getting distracted. Okay, let's jump on this next sprint. See you guys in 25. And we are back. How did you do? How did you do? I am trying to figure out what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Anyways, but how did you guys do? How did you guys do? I'm making slow progress, but I'm making progress, and that's the only thing that counts. Even though I'm having trouble focusing. Very much so. Very much so. So yeah. I'm trying to make a decision. That is what I'm trying. But I'm having trouble focusing. So yeah. But how did you guys do? Let me see. Ellie, whoa, that went by quickly. And you know, when you're focused on your work, time flies when you're having fun or struggling through a project. Let me see. Ooh, Ellie, I was editing my next YouTube video. Ooh, well done. Tammy, I got 4 bags of mulch spread and decided I'd rather be editing. Understandably. But how the soil, how happy the plants must be that you're disturbing or spreading mulch. Let me see. Sasa, hello darling. Hello everyone. I have my prompt for the night and third of the short story. What are your choices? Basically, what my problem with my focus is that there's a chaos in the hallway that I want to fix. I kind of am waiting for the paint on my canvas to dry so I can, it's probably dry, so I can do other base layer on the front part. And I have a project book planner project I kind of want to do because it's about time I post I do another planner on my Amazon account, KDB Amazon account, and I'm kind of want to do it while I got inspired, but I'm supposed to be editing and working on sticky words. Probably because everything seems very appealing because I'm supposed to be reading the book, the chapter, and editing. But I've been having such a tough time focusing on editing lately that I've been stuck on the same chapter way too long. Way too long. Because I always get distracted and I follow the happy bubbles. The sparklies. I follow the sparklies a little too easily. Let me see. While Doug just taking a nap after a long day and writing a long to-do list. 2 things I really enjoy. Well done. Heather, I'm sleepy, but work is happening now. Haha. I love that. I love that. Yeah, I'm just very stuck in the jumping between working on that happy thing and what was I working on? I swear, guys, this is so bad. My brain forgets everything in an instant. It's so bad. But yeah, so I have my both files open. I have the file I kind of want to work on and the file I'm supposed to be open, my Google Docs file I'm supposed to be working on. So my brain is like, But sometimes it's just, that's how it is. At least I know that camp won't be the glorious progress I hoped for. There will be progress. There is progress. I've edited about 5,000 words of 20. But I am trying to be, I'm trying to do better. Hoping to not need as many passes over this book as the other one. So yeah, that's the reason for everything. I think that's maybe I'm stressing myself out for that. But that's okay. Everything with time. It won't be a stress to finish editing until I've set myself a day to publish or get the other book edited. So, let me see. Sasa, yeah, the sparkly. That's kind of the thing with my short stories. Another one each day, sparkly and shiny and new, but I got stuck on a long period. Can't have anything at once, I guess. Yeah, same. It's such annoying. Let me see, Tammy, I watched a video this week that listed 40 stick words to edit for, and now I will need to go back through my first 3 books for the 20th plus time that I didn't look at before. So the only thing I am going to do, I'm doing the typical, like, getting the book as clean as I can make it. As clean so when beta readers read it, they enjoy the reading. And if it's not 100% perfect, that be damned, I don't care. Like, I know that I could polish book 1 even more. I know I can do that. But I'm going to find an editor when my pocket is willing to spend that money. I am gonna invest in an editor, help him, ask him to go over the grammar, and then I'm gonna publish it. Perfect or not, I don't care. It's gonna be published. Nothing will ever be good enough. Will always be something we can fix. I learned that the first time around when I published this book in Icelandic, the first book, and so I'm kind of over the perfect thing. Proud is the only thing I'm seeking. Just being proud of my work. The same with the second book. If I enjoy reading the book, if people enjoy reading the book and it is decent, then definitely. Tammy, are you hiring a US editor? I think I will definitely do that. Definitely. I haven't, because there's so much stuff going on in my day-to-day life. I kind of haven't gotten myself to fully focus on finding an editor or even think about an editor. It's kind of just on the sideburn until I either finish illustrating for the first book, decide it's time to find an editor for the first book, or finish editing book 2 and kind of have no choice but start finding an editor for book 1. That is my dilemma right now. That is the situation. Because if I have book 2 ready to go for an editor, I will have less stress to edit, less stress editing book 3. That is my main thing, making things so when I start doing it, it's easier. I've priced a few, oh my, yeah. It is so freaking expensive. I was mind-boggled how expensive getting an editor for my book will be. It is freaking mind-boggling. The book is 102,000 words. And just asking her to go over the grammar and nothing else, just asking her to do the grammar thing, that is expensive. I did manage to, it will be cheaper than the first editor I talked to, because I don't need help with the plot line. I don't need loopholes. My wonderful friends and beta readers have helped me a bunch out there, and I'm very happy with all that. I'm just going to be asking for help with the grammar and spelling. The stuff that Grammarly and Pro Writing Aid might have missed. That's why I'm trying to do the sticky words and getting the best score out of Pro Writing Aid, just to know that I'm kind of on the right track and know that the book sounds beautiful when I listen to it read out loud. That's going to be my three key things to make sure my book is ready for editor. There are still a few things I need to fix, like in the third draft of book 2, I'm still working on kinks. So I'm trying to perfect every one chapter before I continue to the next one. But yeah, hey Melissa. Let me see, Tammy. I wanted to rapid release, so I want all 4 ready to go at once. Yeah, I was thinking about rapid release. I'm kind of reconsidering it. I am looking into the strategy if a book is long, like mine is 100,000 words, to cut it up in a few pieces. I'm just still doing the research if it's a good idea or not. I'm gonna see how other authors that have done the same have fared out. So I was thinking in doing cutting each book up into 2 to 3 portions in Kindle and releasing it as a whole book in a printed format, softcover and hardcover. And then I'm doing research on that kind of release right now, and I'm gonna try to give myself 4 to 6 months between books, just to be sure that I have enough time to finish the next book. But I want to have 2 books ready to go before that happens. I think in the long run, I'm gonna try doing there's a new book every 6 months. So just readers know every 6 months they get a book. I think that's more a maintainable goal for me because I am a slow editor. I can write fast, but editing, that is the pain in the bootay. But I know if I have 1 or 2 books always ready at every given moment, I can always give myself a year to finish a book, because I will always have 1 or 2 books ahead of me. So that is my strategy. But I read series, so I love series. Let me see, Sasa, so you need more of a proofreader than editor. I'm just sorting through what was that in English. Yeah, kind of. But because English isn't my first language, it's technically speaking my 3rd language. So, but I know it, so that's the reason I was going to find a experienced editor to help me kind of make sure that I'm not overseeing anything. And the more books I publish and the more secure I get in the process of finishing books, the easier it will to be kind of find out how much I need to spend on a book in editing cost. But so yeah. Let me see, Tammy. I hate reading series and then having to wait a year before the next one comes out. I find new series and lose interest. Yeah, that's the thing. I love series, and I either wait for the whole series to come out, or if the wait isn't too long, like 6 months for me is max. I will 6 months. I can wait 6 months. So, but the thing is, if the author is fast, even quicker, awesome. But 6 months is usually my max. And I've done some research about it that 6 months is overall a max to what an author or a reader is willing to wait. Of course, it varies from every person. And there are series that I feel that I can't start reading until they're all out because how the author wrote the books. But then there are series that you can weight, like the Robin Hobbs books. What was the name of the big book series? The Assassin. It's a like different book series all kind of connected into one, and I think she publishes book every year or so. But the books are written in a way that they are a series, but you're not dying until the next book comes out, but you're still excited enough to pick it up. Yeah, Robin Hobb. I think it was Robin Hobb. Was it Robin Hobb? Assassin? I don't remember. So yeah. So that is but I'm still doing research. That's why I didn't want to do anything with the book until I had book 2 ready to go. So things are nice and easy. Let me see. Heather, I paid for an editor to review my query letter and sent me the first chapter, and it was so worth it. It set me onto a good path. Oh, that's awesome. Also, just giving you that sense of relief that you are not gonna screw this up. The things are working out in the right direction. Just calms your nerves in such a good way. Let me see, Melissa. Well, the storm started to produce tornadoes just during my break. None in my area yet. Oh, that's a relief. Just stay safe, Melissa. Please stay safe. Allie, right. That's me for today. Have a productive sprint season, everyone. Same to you, honey bun. Have a wonderful evening and happy weekend. Oh, even though it's a Wednesday. So yeah. So there's a lot of things to kind of work through and think, but I am at the point where I'm okay with it not being perfect. I'm more focused on it being an awesome, enjoyable read. There will always be people that will find something they feel that needs to be fixed, or why is she writing, or stuff like that, or you say a certain way. So yeah, I'm negative comments and stuff like that. I'm prepared and I don't care. So yeah, especially after getting comments on my kids' books. I've had bad reviews and good reviews. Actually, the bad reviews weren't that bad, actually. It was like, that's helpful. Some of them were weird. Very weird. But yeah, very fun though. So I learned a lot from the reviews from the kids' books. Which reminds me, I have to start the next one. But I'm gonna change the layout of the next few picture books. They're such an easy side project. Okay, let me see. It seems like it always happens during sprints. When you're supposed to be busy, all hell breaks loose. So actually, it's very typical. Very typical. Okay, how about we jump on to the next sprint? Let me see. Well, why are people so weird? I know. Like, I got one of the reviews I got was from a librarian. She prides herself being a librarian, and awesome, cool. And she gave me, I think, 3 or 4 stars. And I'm just happy with getting reviews. I kind of don't care if you give me a lousy, I hate your book, I hate you review. As long as you leave a review, then I'm happy. But she was like, decent book, but not my cup of tea. And the review was like, huh? But yeah. So, can't win them all. You can't win them all. That's the thing. Just be willing to be happy that people are reading your content. And if they give the honest feedback that is maybe what you wanted to hear, just ignore it and continue, or maybe not ignore it. register it, but don't take it personally. Yeah, it was kind of helpful, but not helpful. But that's the thing. Also, the thing, you can't win everyone. Somebody will hate your book. Someone will dislike your book. Someone will think you suck. And if you don't get that, then you're kind of failing. If you think about it, you won't succeed until you get hate. As twisted and weird as that is, you won't until you get hate. And same with books. If you think about it, books that have some negative comments, I'm not talking about all black comments, but have gotten reviews that are not 5 stars or more like people, or more believable. Yeah, they're more believable. They're more like, you really, you see, okay, there's a negative comment there. Okay, so people actually read the book. They're not just giving 5 stars to be nice to the author. They actually read the book. So if you only have 5 stars, the reader thinks like, did she pay off all these people? And I actually had this friend with a few of my book friends, and they said all the same things. I look for the negative review. If I don't say a negative review, it kind of gives me a step back, like, do I want to go there, or do I want to read this? I'm not sure. Sorry, I have kitty hair. So I've started to celebrate my reviews that are not 4 star, are not 5 stars. If I get an honest feedback, even though maybe it's not a nice feedback, but it's still an honest feedback, I'm gonna celebrate it. Even if they hurt sometimes. I haven't gotten reviews that it hurt, but yeah, not yet. But you know what I mean. Yeah, see, I mean, you agree. It's the same thing. We want honest feedback, even though it's not always what we want to hear. So let me see. Hey Amanda, I find that harder when I'm making students work. Just because I don't agree with their argument or reality, don't like their style, doesn't mean I should mark it down. Doesn't mean they're bad. Exactly. It's a difficult like pathway. Also the thing, you don't always agree with everyone, and validating something on your opinion, but yeah, like one of my best friends, she does not read the type of books I write. There is no way that she will ever like my types of books. She just won't. Maybe not the kids' books, at least. Maybe the young adult books. Maybe. Definitely not the adult books. But the books I tend to work on, she just doesn't like. She doesn't read that genre. She avoids them. So, like, for her sake, she will never like anything, but she will maybe like my writing, but she won't actually enjoy reading the book because we're not working we don't like the same genres. Just being okay with the people that don't always hit the same wavelength. Let me see, Heather. They say, look at Yelp reviews of your favorite restaurant and look at the bad reviews. There are always going to be people that dislike things you love. Exactly. Just celebrate the fact that not everybody's the same. And by finding everybody that doesn't fit your wavelength, and the people makes it more likely you will find the people that are on your wavelength. And just like finding your people, finding your tribe. It's the same in business. Find your tribe. Find the people that want your stuff, the same stuff you're passionate about, and like collect them all. But yeah, and it's a little tricky, and also have to have learn to have a thicker skin, because you will always meet more people that don't like you or your stuff you do than like you in the beginning, because you find the people you like by going through the people that don't like your stuff. But yeah, let me see. Sasa, I found books for me through 1-star reviews. Like, he doesn't like it. It's right down my alley. I take it, lol. Exactly. So yeah, I think it's very
you learn a lot. And I freaking love that. You just learn a lot. Sorry, that's the sound. And actually, I'm noticing something. I don't have a single cat in here. I think I've been talking too much. The fur babies have run away. Anyways, let me say, ooh, it's already 11. Crikey. Sorry. I just love, I watched the Australian animal show on YouTube. It's the crikey. Anyways. Ah, they're running from you. Oh. As soon as I said that, the oldest came running. Hi. It's like, no, I'm not running for you, Mama. I'm coming, Mama. He's like, coming, I'm coming. Oh, he's so funny. Yeah, I can count on this one to never leave me. Let me see, Melissa, my yard is covered in hail, size of golf balls. That was a crazy thing I've ever seen or heard. I just posted a pic on Discord. Damn! Let me see, now I'm opening Discord to see Melissa's golf-sized hails. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, you're about to send it. Okay, Melissa, no broke windows, just checking in, lol. Have no idea what you're all talking about. Back to storm prep. Yeah, he must have heard that I was missing all the fur babies. Yibbidi-bidoo. Okay, how about we continue making some progress? I think it's a damn time we start sprinting again. How about we try to do 2 more sprints? We can do a little chat afterwards, since I am technically not in a rush to finish tonight, but I do need to color my hair. I'm going to be fixing, taking away these gray roots of mine that are getting too obvious. Can you imagine, guys? These are 3 weeks worth of root. My hair grows like freaking crazy. So yeah. Oh, as soon as he comes. Ooh. Anyways, let's start the next sprint of the night. We're going to try to squeeze in 2 more sprints, so I actually get all my stuff done with all my distractions. So let's move on, shall we? Let me see. Where is the mouse? There it is. It grows so fast, but it looks good though. Oh, thanks, anybody. Yeah, I take like kelp vitamins, like ground kelp, and it makes my hair grow like weed. It just grows. So I'm quite happy with that. But natural organic kelp, secret to faster growing hair. Just FYI. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next sprint. Oh, good. Yeah, always Google the benefits. But yeah, I take kelp for my hair and my nails and my thyroid, actually, to help balance my thyroid. So I love it. I really do. Okay, I'm gonna start the next sprint. The fur baby is trying to demand more pets. So I'll see you guys in 25. Now let's get to work.
And I forgot, you guys. I was very focused. Let me see. How did you guys do during that sprint? I read the first part of the sprint and then lost focus and went to work on the other project, because that is my brain right now. It's like, no, I refuse your suggestion. No. So that is what I did. I'm not supposed to be working on this project, but I kind of can't help myself. So that is what I'm doing. I'm giving in to the temptation and having a blast. So yeah, that is what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna focus on you guys. Whew. Let me see. I'm working on the planner right now. Of all the projects I'm working on the planner. The interior, that is. I'm doing a new interior for another planner I'm working on. So yeah, that caught my eye for the moment. But I'm kind of tempted to stand up and check the canvas and finish priming it, so I can start working on it maybe later tonight while I wait for the color in my hair to set. So might do that in the next one. But yeah, I seem to be all over the place and very eager to get all the things done. It's a daily planner for a business. It's a daily business planner. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm setting it up so it works for a business. So yeah, I'm testing that out, see how that, and I'm niching down. So I'm doing this for a specific business, which I'm not going to say out loud. So not to jinx myself. And I'm just trying to make something very appealing to that kind of business. So that is what I'm doing. I'm just trying to see if I can make something pretty. Along the lines of Stephen Covey planner. No, not quite. But they will probably be pretty though. I'm just making something very simple. But my brain is just, my focus or my attention span is very limited right now. So if I don't find anything fast, I get very distracted very easily. Like, even though I'm very excited for this particular project, I don't know why. There's no reason for this to be exciting. But I think it's just because it's such a long time since I did a planner. I think that's probably, I missed it, making planners. Might be that. And also have a lot of cool book covers that I could reuse and change to fit this kind of planner. So that might also be the reason I'm finding this very, very exciting. So yeah, also just the cover, everything's exciting for me right now. Ooh. So yeah, I'm following the sparklies. Like, The problem like with planners, like, and actually most minimum content books, low content books, anything so not concerning kind of making something pretty. I lost my train of thought again. Find what works for the genre or the niche you're working for. So, yeah. My brain is all over the freaking place. I'll share it with you. Tell me when I'm done. I'm just gonna make like 4 or 5 versions of this planner and nothing more, just to see if it works. Try like 4 or 5 different types of covers and then see what works. So that's the plan. That is the plan. And I'm also trying to decide if I'm going to do a hardback or a softback. Probably both, just to see where it lands. Like I said, I really enjoy making these kind of content books. I don't know what it is. I really enjoy the process of making an interior. If it's a low content or semi like a planner, which is kind of both, I really just enjoy making the design. I love the design work of it. Like now I'm trying to make a like elegant version of a cover, which is, let me see. I'll show you the cover. Let me see. Can I show you the covers? I'm not sure. Can I show you the cover? Can I show you the cover? Oh, I kind of need to see what I'm doing to do that. Wait. Ooh. Okay, I'm just gonna move the camera because I'm getting too lazy. So basically, this is the cover I'm working with for the project. I still have to add multiple layers to this cover to make it more original, but still, this is kind of the cover I'm going for right now. So for this business planner, I'm doing for a more elegant look. So I'm just playing along and see if I can make something extra unique, because that is also kind of the thing now, because of there's a little bit of a camera drama right now, and you have to be very sure that you're making things so unique that they can't be to follow the guidelines. Flatten your image and make everything very detailed. So yeah, but yeah, I'm very excited for this one. I might even do it for more covers, but at the moment I'm mainly just focusing on making something unique for this one. I'm gonna do a blue one and a green one for these 2 covers, and I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to decide on what exactly to do. See. So yeah, that is what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, I think it's gonna turn out very lovely when it's done, and hopefully it will be a seller, because that tends to be the thing, finding the correct niche. Like, I know I've made beautiful covers, but the problem is if you don't make a book for the right niche, it doesn't matter how pretty your book is, it's not gonna sell, except for some kind of miracle. And I've been silly enough to make covers for niches that are too populated, but who knows, I might sell them someday. So now I'm trying to niche down even further and see if that works. But yeah, either way, I love making covers. I love making covers. I love doing design work. I never thought I loved design work as much as I have been loving them. I always get so surprised discovering that I actually do love design work. So yeah, that was what we're doing. I'm actually gonna do one more sprint just because I'm so in the zone. I kind of don't want to stop. And I kind of just want to keep on going until I'm happy where I am. Like, oh, that is pretty. Like, and I'm also obsessed with kind of the gold look without being the gold look. If I could get this foiled, it would be glorious, but we can't do that. But you never know. This is actually very pretty. Wait, I'm gonna show you. Wait. I need to freaking bring this. Okay, we're gonna change the font. I'm gonna show you guys where I am at the moment. We're gonna find a color which works perfectly. Okay, I'm gonna show you the cover again. And like at the moment, this is what I'm working with. But I'm still tweaking it. It might be too much gold. I might lessen the gold effect a little bit on the corners. But I'm still like tweaking. I have to find a better font. And maybe choose a different color of the font, maybe darker or lighter. But yeah, I love design work. So that's what we're trying to do. It might also be a little too. Might need to simplify it even more. Oh, sorry. So yeah. Yeah, I think this is too much. But yeah, I love design work. It's probably one of my other fun little hobbies, just designing covers. Let me see, Tammy, that works for me. I need to get editing finished. I need to bite the bullet and hire an editor and publish. Here. Okay, we're gonna do one more sprint so I can try to finish this project and stop obsessing over it and start doing more productive things instead of following the shiny. Anyways, we're gonna jump onto the final sprint of the night. If you haven't done so since we started, stand up and stretch those legs. And remember, have some water. We need some water. Actually, I'm getting thirsty. That was delicious. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this, girls, boys, darlings, munchkins. Let's do this. See you guys in 25. And we're done. When you're so obsessed with what you're doing, everything else just disappears. So yeah, I'm kind of ready. I think everything looks splendid. I'm working on creating the covers themselves, putting them together so they look nice. But I'm gonna double check my numbers of my sizing is correct on Amazon KDP before I not try them out. So I'm kind of done with everything. I just need to put everything together, fill out some basic text, and then I can add them to Amazon and see how people react to them. Yeah, I was so invested in what I was doing, I forgot to watch the timer. But the timer flew. The time flew. Let me see. How did you guys do? Let me see. Melissa, it's finally calmed down a bit in my ear, just as sprints end. Oh well, I was glad to participate a little bit. I'm just glad the weather is better. Tammy, does anyone know how you can get Grammarly to accept your rejection of just keep coming up? Haven't got a clue. Haven't got a clue, Tammy. It just keeps showing up. It drives me nuts. So yeah, let me see. Princess Diaz, just here. Lola, when's next stream? Mine is next Friday, but if you go to the description box, there's a link to a list of all the streams that are ongoing or about to start after mine. Definitely check it out. We have lovely author tours here that are maintaining that list. Love those people. Including our lovely Devin that has still not recovered his channel, which sucks. Let me see. Tammy, since you aren't working tomorrow, can you work all night? Technically, but I'm about to color my hair and start painting and hopefully work on my painting. And when that happens, you guys will cease to exist while I work on it. So there's no chance I will be able to focus on a live stream. As you saw when I'm doing design work, I forgot you guys. I'm worse when I paint. Way worse. So no, I'm not gonna try that. I get so immersed in when I'm doing paintings that it is just no way. But yeah, let me see. But there's always next time. Also, I don't have the same, not tolerance, stamina for long streams anymore. Weirdly, after this many years. But yeah. Let me see, Heather, Tammy. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's annoying to hit ignore over and over again. It is. It's very annoying. Sasa got absorbed on my wish list over Amazon. Do I need it? Do I need it? Yes. What sort of struggle? That sort of struggle. Yeah, I think everybody understands that struggle. Yeah, thank you. Looking forward to it. Welcome to the Munchkin Clan. Welcome. Let's see. Yeah, I agree with Heather. Priority Aid does the exact same thing. Drives me nuts. And then they change their mind and ask you to recheck the thing that you just fixed due to their suggestions, which screws up my head so immersely. It drives me nuts. It makes me doubt every single thing that they have suggested. Like, am I just running in circles? But yeah, it's annoying. It's very annoying. I think I spent probably 20 minutes last stream just running, following my tail, fixing things again and again, reading it over again and again to see if it sounded, I was saying it wrong. Was I screwing up the grammar? Did I use the wrong word? Am I reading the wrong word? All the things. Like, is my dyslexia messing with me? What's going on? And yeah. Fixed it when I decided to get a software to read it out loud for me, and then realized, no, it's just providing a screwing with me. Again. Anyways, let me see. The time is 24 minutes past midnight. Time to color the hair. Abolish the gray roots and refreshen the red color. Let me see, timing. And some characters don't use standard American English. It's not my fault. They have issue with speech. True. It's kind of annoying. It drives me bonkers. It doesn't help, like, for me, I mix up British English and American English because that's kind of how most of us here in Iceland are kind of taught English. They kind of mix it together. So we mix everything together. So you start doubting everything that Grammarly and ProWriting tells you, like, what? So yeah, it's annoying, but hopefully it'll get better in time, and hopefully we will get smarter in time. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I want ice cream. I know it's such a random thought, but I want ice cream. I don't cute. The youngest. Come on. The youngest fur baby. This here. Ooh. Is the youngest fur baby, and she hates cameras. Hates them. Except when my little baby sister takes photos of her. Then she poses. Yeah, ice cream. I want ice cream with honey roasted nuts and chocolate, like creamy chocolate toppings, like not thing. Her name is Gyro. And my American friend originally owned her until she was about 8 months, and then I took her in when her former owner left the country to go back to the States. Let me see. Her name. It's like Gizmo, but Gyro. Like G-U-R-N-O. It is actually an American name, or American, like, nickname. But I always say with an Icelandic accent, so. Oh my god, that sounds so good. But the name usually screws up Icelanders because they have difficulties for some reason saying it. So I say with an Icelandic accent, so just from old habit. But it's Gyro, or Gyro, like Gizmo, but Gyro. Yeah, Gyro. No, it's actually, wait. I'm gonna find you guys on my phone and show you how she taught me it. So it is. So this is how my friend wrote it when I was younger, and then when she was younger. But we just say Gyro because that's kind of the Icelandic way of saying the name. So she had 2 cats originally, like a Greek sandwich, Gyro. So she had 2 cats. She got her as a kitten, called her Gyro, and she had an older cat called Gizmo, Gyro and Gizmo. And Gizmo got to move to the States, and she was left behind because she couldn't take her too, and she became my fur baby. So I've had her since she was 8 months old. Yeah, it is a very fun cat name. She's actually my friend that studied ancient Icelandic in school. She mastered in ancient Icelandic. And this is the reason we kind of got to meet each other, because she came to Iceland because she was so interested in the language. And things started rolling. So yeah, very fun. All the fun names. Yeah, I usually tend to not change my cat's names. If I take in a cat after he has had a owner, I usually keep the names. I feel it's too complicated for the animal constantly change the name when they're connected to something. How specific for a major. Yeah, she could read, write, and understand ancient Icelandic better than modern Icelandic. The only thing that tripped her over, she had very deep knowledge for Icelandic. Except the problem is she had a very deep kind of Boston-y accent, which made it very hard for her to pronounce Icelandic words. And Icelanders being the way we are, we see a foreigner struggle to speak Icelandic, we automatically switch to English, which is not helpful for someone that is trying to learn Icelandic. You want people to talk to you in the tongue you're trying to learn. But instead, we all just went automatically, it's okay, we can speak to you in English if you want, because everybody's trying to practice their English to get rid of that Icelandic accent. But yeah, it's a very specific major. So she studied that, and it was a very fun conversation piece. But Idaho and Boston sound completely different too. Yeah, when you have that strong accent, like I love accents. I love the different ways people speak and communicate, and also the fact that you use different muscles depending on the language you speak. And it's so funny when you're trying to adapt to something different. There's just the muscles you feel, the different muscles you use when you're trying to say something in a different way. But yeah, the Boston accent is very strong. Like I said, I have this one friend, and I have another that has a very strong Boston accent, and he also is trying to say something. And it's so hilarious because they both struggle so much with Icelandic words because of their accent. It's pure comedy gold. While I have another friend that his accent is kind of perfect for speaking Icelandic. He speaks Icelandic, like when he tries to say words in Icelandic, it sounds like he's been speaking them for years, even though he hasn't or hasn't been trying, which I find hilarious. Like, let me see, Pittsburgh. Let me see. Well, let me see. Pittsburgh accent. Let me see. Hope I don't get. That. That's interesting. I love their accent. I just listened to the Pittsburgh accent. It's kind of. Yeah, accents are so interesting. But by far, if there's an accent that I freaking adore, it's the Scottish one. But it's just a total hobby of mine, accents and learning to understand the accent. So that's how your mom talks, and most boomers. I always thought I was a boomer. Realized I'm too young to be a boomer. I'm a Gen X. But let me see. such a weird specific accent, kind of embarrassing. No, it isn't. It's adorable, Heather. Let me see, Melissa. I love a Long Island accent and general New English accents. Well, Doug, I don't think I've seen someone talk in Boston accent during my Boston. I'm sorry for bad spelling. That's okay. Who doesn't care about the spelling? It's not, at least not on the live stream. Not on the live stream. Yeah, I didn't realize it until the first time I met my two friends, especially the guy, because he has this thick Boston accent. And I didn't even realize it was a thick Boston accent until it was pointed out. But a lot of people, when I visited Boston last time, a lot of people just spoke with a very, very clean and easy to understand accent, but it was still so funny to hear him like with a thick kind of motion in your throat. Yeah, it's actually the guy that has a voice for Icelandic. It's actually the guy, my friend of mine that works with me. And he's actually from maybe 2-3 hours from Minneapolis, from that area. So he has a very like kind of like a neutral American voice. Not a very strong accent, just kind of neutral voice. And I actually think that his accent has helped because I'm a mimic. I am a mimic when it comes to accents and kind of how you say things. I think that his accent actually helps me kind of keep mine neutral, and it doesn't become very extra because I talk. We talk a lot, and I pick up his accent. I kind of pick it up pretty strongly. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Let me see. Northern Idaho and South Idaho are very different too. Yeah. Oh, there's so many. Let me see. Sasa, Asian Island is so interesting, but I only had it for a semester some years ago. Yeah, it is. When I was younger, I used to fascinate about finding different originations, not from where some words originated. Like we have Iceland English words, we have words from kind of all over, just in this one little language, and hybrid versions of some words that have turned into Icelandic, but have a other origin. We should learn Icelandic, the word of the day thing. We'll have to use short words in the beginning. But yeah, same state, complete different accent. And it's still just so funny because accent can have such, when you're speaking a language or a dialect, or how a certain words have to be said in a certain accent. If you think about it, to be better understood in some languages, you need to speak with an accent to be better understood, which is very fascinating because accents are becoming such a necessity when it comes to expressing yourself to be understood by the people that you're trying to communicate from that area. Like just the United States having so many different sections, or from towns to cities to states, just like whole little countries within one country, and everybody has their own special way of communicating. If you're all speaking English mostly, saying it in a different way to your section is just, it is fascinating. Language is freaking fascinating. I love it. And also just listening to all the different versions. But yeah. So it's very much of a hobby to listen and try to make sure I understand your accent. So I make it my part to try to understand, practice my hearing so I can easily know what a person is saying, even if they have a thick accent. I've said accent too many times tonight. Listen, I'm from Idaho, which is near Minnesota. I supposedly have a neutral accent. I have to try to pronounce Icelandic sometimes and see if I'm like him. Or is it just... your accent isn't far off from his. It's not... It's a very... I can actually tell you it's very close to his accent, so you definitely should be able to have a little easier time. Actually, we'll just have to do a live stream on StreamYard, and I'll help you practice. Melissa. I was gonna do that anyway, so let me see. Tammy. Linguistics class in college, we did a poll talking about different words we used for the same item. Flapjacks, pancakes, hotcakes, polecat, skunk. Yeah, definitely. We need to do that. That is just a fact. I promised when I started doing live streams that the day I would start streaming, inviting people over to my stream, there would be 2 people. There would be the first 2 people I would invite. Ali, not our Ali that is same friend with me and Melissa, So those 2 lovelies will be the first 2 people to I will join in a group stream. That is just a fact. I'm standing by that promise no matter what. But it is about goddamn time I start doing that. I'm always on my way, but it's such easier to do it on StreamYard. But I've been too lazy to set up StreamYard again. I need to do that because it has a quicker option to set up things or share things. So let me see. But yeah, okay. It is almost 1 o'clock at my end, and I need to start coloring my hair. So, my lovelies. Until next time. Let me see, Melissa would absolutely do that. I think my attempt would be hilarious to you. Oh, come on. It's not like I haven't made a fool of myself a million times. Besides, attempting a different language is always a entertaining struggle. Well, sorry, I talk too much. Hey, we talk too much. That's okay. You should hear me trying to speak Spanish or German. It is like my sister has an Austrian boyfriend, and Austria speaks kind of German language, or very similar to German. And listening to me trying to speak German is embarrassing. That is just, he has the most fun laughing at me for my attempts. It's just, my accent is terrible. It is, if you have passion for the German language, don't listen to my attempts. Just don't. Except if you want to have a laugh. They're quite funny. So that's usually the thing. It would be fun. It would definitely be fun. It's like when I try to say long words or me saying names. Like Monique. It's a normal name, Monique. But the time it took me to say that name by reading the name and trying to pronounce the name from reading it instead of just hearing it, it took me. It was so bad. It is just. My ladies, Monique in American is Monica. Yeah, I had to go on Google and ask, how do you pronounce this name? Posted the name Monique. And when they said it, I was like, oh, I know that name. I just couldn't recognize it from how it was spelled on considering hearing it. Because if I haven't kind of connected your name to a picture or a sound, I will have a very tough time knowing the name. French named, those French words. Yeah, probably the only thing I know how to say is Olbo English. That's the only French I know. Oh, non, monsieur. Yeah, oui, monsieur. But I mean, no. I need to practice my accents. Definitely need to. Anyways, I'm gonna go color my hair. Thank you guys for a wonderful evening. I desperately need to go color my hair. It is It's almost 1 o'clock over here. I'll be waking up my neighbor soon. Anyways, see you guys on Friday. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your day. Be awesome. Stay true to you because you are freaking awesome. Love you guys to bits. And see you guys on Friday. Good night. Let me see. Where's the mouse? I swear it. Anyways.